What made you stop liking your crush? Wildly beautiful woman I was talking to said she has to really like a guy to not cheat on him. WTFFS, good for you for moving on. Fuck that lady. Yeah, fuck her and then move on. Infatuation only lasts so long, but HIV lasts forever. She was playing me along and eventually said how she wasn't really into me, but how she was really into this other guy who she found out likes her back. Painfully relatable. I had a crush on her, and so did my buddy. I was going to ask her out, but my friend, who hadn't ever had a girlfriend to that point, asked me not to, so I stepped back. When he did ask her out, she laughed at him. Crush gone. That makes me so sad that she did that to him. Open bracket. Her boyfriend. Her girlfriend. A friend of mine convinced my crush to write a list of all the reasons he wouldn't date me. Apparently I needed to wear makeup, style my hair, wear cooler clothes, and not be weird. Just a waitress. Asked him out. Found out he had a girlfriend. But then he said, don't worry about it. She's out of town this week anyway. And I was like, oh. That was a bullet you dodged. Such bullet much dodge, wow. It was my freshman year of high school. I was 14, and he was 18. I know it was bad, but I didn't know better back then. His girlfriend recently broke up with him, and he started to catch feelings for me, but still hasn't gotten completely over his ex. When his ex found out I was coming on to him, she made a fake email account posing as me, and sent an email to herself saying I told her to kill herself. She showed the school counselors the fake email and things got messy. The three of us plus 4 school counselors and the vice principal gathered in a room together to sort it out. Most of the conversation didn't involve me, and I was only there for part of it. When it was over I got to talk to my counselor alone, and I was a sobbing mess. It was so overwhelming for me at 14. I had no idea what to do. It became obvious I didn't do anything, so they let me go. Him and the ex eventually got back together, and as far as I know she didn't get in trouble. So yeah, didn't talk to that guy much afterwards. Holy shit. How did she just get away with it? Schools are atrocious at dealing with that kind of stuff. In 6th grade, a guy choked me out for snapping down the hallway. I had earbuds in. Told administration with a witness. They ended telling me to not snap down the hall. My bully hit me in the face with a brick. I got put in detention for swearing LMAO. Damn, was your school run by riot games? All of my crushes have turned out to be lesbian. Every single one. Your superpower is making any girl you are mildly interested in lesbian. I call it the lesbiator. She got a boyfriend that she's been with for a long time and is a very good match for her. My man, good for both of you. She got a good match and you're a great person for moving on. I had a crush on this guy who stayed at my university dorm for one whole summer. He switched dorms afterwards, and I did not see him again until graduation. 4 years later, a mutual friend introduced us through Facebook wherein he asked for my number. We've been texting for a month, kinda flirting. When he asked to meet personally, it sounded like he wanted to have a date. Turns out he wanted to recruit me to one of those multi-level marketing schemes. Okay, that was quite unexpected. While on a semester abroad he had started a relationship with a girl, still kept me on hold for 6 months. Found out through a third party when he came back. The realization that I had still been dreaming about him, talking to his friends or lexited about him, all while he was making new memories with someone else, totally crushed me. A long time ago, I was hanging out with her and her brother when her brother took out a lighter and started burning worms. I told him to stop and he gave me a dirty look and asked me why. My crush then asked me, wait, you're not an animal lover, are you? I never thought I'd have to defend myself trying to stop a guy from burning a creature to death. And the idea of animal lover being a grave insult to her was really eye-opening. It was hard to be attracted to her after that. Mutilating any animals alive or dead is a sign of a psychopath. Jesus Christ, you dodged a bullet. Wonder what he's doing now? What's he doing now? Probably time. Anytime she needed support or advice I would give it to her. Anytime she needed to talk I would listen. Anytime I would need support or to talk, she was on her phone. Or didn't hear what I said and would say something completely unrelated to anything we were talking about. She had no advice to give. Found out she had been dating my dad all along. You stopped liking her crush because you now like your stepmom? Awesome. Yeah, and when we text I call her aunt. That's even weirder. Her mysterious disappearance. Your username is making me suspicious. It's okay, it was family friendly. Realize looks can only carry so far until your shit personality starts to show. Thank God I'm ugly and have a shit personality. No need to waste anybody's time. Well, I liked her, and then she made a phone call prank and pretended she loved me. I felt humiliated because she did that with a group of friends who were in our class as well. Semicolon. Luckily I didn't say STH embarrassing at the phone. This requires revenge, son. Can't let someone play with your heart like that and not respond. Make a fake profile on social media, catfish her for ages. Then make her go on a long trip to meet them. When she meets up, tell her she is ugly as fuck and you were only stringing her along as a joke. R/oddly specific. He was rude to a fast food worker and made a huge scene. I ended up apologizing to them and trying to awkwardly tip them for their troubles. The Reddit golden rule of dating. No, I think the Reddit golden rule of dating is not dating at all. We were on our way shopping for homecoming outfit stuff. I was being the good boyfriend and getting a matching tie. I was making small talk with her and her parents and sports came up. I played football at the time and they started asking me about the team and whatnot. Everything was going okay until her mom turned around, looked me dead in the face and asked me how I could play football with all those NS. I was mortified that someone would even ask me this. I had never even thought how to respond to it, so I said they are my teammates. They are my friends and they are real people. It didn't last long after that. That's an impressive answer. Good for you. Thank you. It's the only answer I could ever give without expletives at the end. Don't think I could have looked at my teammates if I didn't give that answer. The second restraining order seemed a bit excessive. Why the first? So he could have a second. We went on a date and there was this bowl of free candy and he took all the candy. I know it was free candy, but still, I think it's rude that he took the whole bowl full. I'm not going to pretend like I'm a psychologist or anything, but something like that absolutely suggests he'd be the type of person to do bad stuff on the grounds that no one will notice. You dodged a bullet. I asked her out in person. She said yes, and we exchanged numbers. When I tried work out a time and place when we could go out, she ghosted me. I get ghosting when it's a random person from an app, but this is someone who I had had multiple in-person conversations with. I couldn't think of a justifiable reason for just ghosting, so I figured that regardless of the reason, she was is no longer worth my time. I fucking hate this shit. Just fucking say no from the beginning. Don't waste my fucking time. He did not add any periods at the end of his sentences when he would text. He also used he too much, so his text messages looked something like, "Oh he, that's cool, I'll take you dancing, we can dance the night away, he, do you know how to salsa, I will teach you, are so cute, I can't wait to take you out, he." Whenever someone writes he, I think of Michael Jackson saying it. He. She's too gay for me. Been there, brother, been there. Married her. Edit, not unexpectedly wholesome. Except that he stopped liking her and started loving her. She started to date someone else. I have a policy of not going for people who are spoken for. Great policy. I have zero respect for people that go after others who are in a relationship. I asked her whether she is a dog or a cat person. Her reply immediately stopped the liking train. Cats cause they need less love than dogs. But you know I hate animals. Instant regression. Yikes. I don't think I could be with anyone who doesn't love animals. My ideal answer to that question is both. He rejected me. After that though, you start nitpicking every little thing. I find him pretty annoying now. I have a class with him until December. I feel that. Asked out my crush, and she told everyone including mutual friends. I'm just lucky that she wasn't in any of my second semester classes. I married her, and now she's stuck with me, lol. Politely smiles and nods. Divorce attorney. TSSSS.